FTB Film Study is sponsored by the 409 Tailgate Club. For the best tailgate sauces, barbecue dry rubs, and Bloody Mary mix, visit 409tailgateclub.com today.
Welcome back to another For the Bloggy, another Penn State breakdown. This time we're breaking down the defense, breaking down Penn State defense versus Wisconsin offense. Talk about how third downs are crucial. Talk about how getting home early in the game was crucial to success. Let's talk about it. Can't wait. Don't forget to subscribe, like, get notifications. Let's hit it. Number one, I want to look at a first down concept right here. And I want to show you how the 5-man pressures with 3 over the top were really successful against Wisconsin. And they struggled with these concepts last year. I want you to watch how the 5-man pressure comes. Okay. Notice they zone drop the defensive end for anything underneath. It's 1st and 10. But more importantly is I want you to see how they get home. There is just as many blockers as there is guys blitzing, and they get home, which is something they struggled with last year. Now, remember, it's still early in the first quarter. I want you to look at the time at the bottom. It's 11:46 right here. Okay, so what I want you to see is how this is early in the game, and they're getting pressure on the quarterback early and getting home. This is going to cause problems for the quarterback later in the game because he starts to see ghosts. Penn State was phenomenal in third down conversion percentage versus Wisconsin. They didn't allow Wisconsin to have but a few third down conversions. Okay, so first thing, we got trips to the bottom. Okay, you have a nub up top. Okay, I want you to see something. It's 3rd down and 3 against probably one of the best offensive lines in college football. But I want you to look at the bottom right here, number 17. I want you to see how he comes off the ball, full speed in 2-point stance. Watch the pass rush move. Knocks the hands down, gets the kid leaning. Watch. Flips his hips around, and he gets home instantly. This didn't happen last year. Last year, we would square a guy up, if you remember watching the videos from last year, and we would run right by this guy. The next thing I want to show you is I want to show you how the linebacker from second level gets home as well. Guys, the pressure was phenomenal by Penn State, and I thought they did a great job of getting home on pass protections. Okay, this is also a 3rd down right here. I want you to see this. This is what we like to call the old-fashioned stick and nod. So the tight end's going to go out, he's going to run the stick, and he's going to nod off, and he's going to get vertical. Usually in this concept, what it does is it makes the guys that are playing in man, it makes them drive down, and this hole right here that you're looking at around the O is going to be wide open. I want you to see how they bring 3-man pressure, and they play zone over the top. They also know the tight end is the guy they're trying to get the ball to. Notice the stick part of it, and now the nod. Notice the backer doesn't fall for this. He stays nice and high and walls it, saying, we're going to go ahead and make sure this is covered between 2 here, okay? And we've got 2 for 2. They did a great job understanding how they're going to play their 3 high pressures. Now, I thought was impressive here was watching how they pass this whole thing off. Notice that we have a good pass off, we have a good pass off, we have a good pass off, okay, we have a pass off, and then right here, we have a nice high wall. Now, this area is vacated, but it's vacated because the safety is going to come play this because you could tell that their guy they were trying to rob was the tight end. And that's phenomenal play by defense. Again, these are the same things that caused them problems last year against Indiana. Okay, 3rd and 6. Again, we have trips to the field. We have a boundary tight end up top. I want you to see this. Okay, this is old school wide zone that Wisconsin runs quite a bit of. They're running an RPO attachment to it. Quarterback's looking front side. Watch his eyes early. See how his eyes immediately go right here? He's looking to see if he can throw this, okay? So what I want you to see is, again, it's 3rd and 6. Defensive end gets up the field, okay? Backside D tackle gets cut. But really what I think is impressive is the linebacker gets stuck. He shouldn't have gotten stuck, but what you're still seeing is gap sound safety is going to hit that gap right there. So even if this ball isn't fumbled, which it was, which is a Wisconsin problem, not a Penn State problem, but even if they do hand the ball off, right here in this situation, this hole is covered by 2 safeties, and there's an opportunity for this play not to give it 2 or 3 yards. And this would still be a stop, even if the situation occurred where they did get the handoff and there was no fumble there. Another one, 3rd and 12. I want you to see how impressive this is. Notice how they've got the boundary corner pressed up in man, no giveaway. What they do is they come off the edge with the defensive end, they play the B gap hard, and they basically occupy this tackle, and the corner comes off the edge untouched, and he gets home. Again, great play call, but again, watch how they drop into 3 deep high. 3 high, 3 high. Everything's good right here, and this is exactly what we're looking for. Now, even though the corner doesn't make a sack, He forces the throw to the tight end over the outside right here, which is going to be covered because they're in 3 deep, which means they've got 2 under. So again, this is a play where they don't get many yards because again, now the quarterback is starting to feel that pressure off the edge. This is a phenomenal play call, but even better executed by the defense. Okay, this is brilliant. Okay, you have a 3rd and 1 against an offensive line that's just straight dudes. And everyone knows Wisconsin's got dudes up front. So what they're going to do is they're going to run old-fashioned wide zone insert, okay? They're going to kick out with the wing back. They're going to lead with the fullback. They're going to run here. And what he's doing is he's reading this kid right here. And what I want you to see is I want you to see 2 things. Number 1, I want you to see how he reads it so he bounces it, okay? That's a beautiful play here. Notice the tight end sees the squeeze. He has to press down. Fullback takes the next guy. He presses out. Great job by the outside linebacker here setting this edge and not allowing this thing to press further out, forcing the running back to put his foot in the ground earlier than he wanted. But the linebacker play on the inside was even more phenomenal. The backside tackle gets cut, which is expected, but I really want you to see this. They squeeze this whole thing down, and both these linebackers scrape over the top. That's what makes this play. So you've got one linebacker who hits in the hole, and the next linebacker stuffs it and moves it backwards. Guys, you can't play wide zone any better than Penn State just played it. That is phenomenal. I want to unpack that. Linebacker sets the edge, linebacker scrapes over the top, linebacker fills the inside gap, and we've got a beautiful play on defense, and you got a 4th down. Okay, 3rd and 6. This play against Maryland last year would have gone for a touchdown. Okay, so if you count at the box right now, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you got a guy back here playing 15 yards deep. Cover 1, and they're bringing it. Okay, they're bringing it. And watch what happens. They play man-to-man. The number 2 slot has an easy choice concept right here. He can run either in or out. And he takes the in, which is usually open. But the safety who plays man-to-man makes a phenomenal play on the ball, and he doesn't get the play. Again, is it groundbreaking? No, but it's just better play than there was last year. Now, let's talk about this. It's now the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and 7. We talked about how the defensive line, linebackers, and corners got home previously. Well, now the quarterback's starting to see ghosts. Watch this. They don't get home yet. Quarterback throws the ball a little early. In fact, he never even gets the chance to step into his throw. Notice how he squared up after his throw. He never gets the opportunity to really rip into this throw. But because the pressure's been getting there so early, he has no chance to step into this thing. This ball had a chance to be successful if he would have struck this thing. Notice how he had to throw this thing a little further outside because the safety's sitting right here on the inside, and he had to take it in a position where there's no way he could get that ball. If he struck this ball the way he wanted to, he probably could have had a big play right here. Okay, 3rd and 8. 5-man pressure, 3 over the top. Here it comes. Notice how they're used to getting home. Watch how they get home quickly. Watch the quarterback throw. He never has a chance to step into this throw, so he has to lob this ball when it should have been a strike. Ball was a strike. He maybe completed this back shoulder. Corner, again, you saw the 3 deep. If you're correct, you saw the 3 deep. Notice how the corner and the safety bail, and the corner bails. Watch 9 bail, okay? He bails, he sits, or excuse me, not 9. The safety over the top sits, and he sees this, and he can rob this over the top. Okay, so it's a great job by the safety getting over the top of this. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 6, 4th quarter, 6-point game. Remember how 17's been getting home. He does a great job chopping the arm down to the tackle. He gets up the field. We're not getting much pressure from the inside. But what does the quarterback do? He freaks out because he's been getting hit so many times. He steps into the pocket. He rolls outside. It's 3rd and 6. What I want you to see is the difference between now and last year. In the screen right now, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white jerseys. And all of a sudden you see 7, 8 jerseys. Okay, I want you to realize that you see 8 jerseys on a 3-yard gain. Now, was it targeting? Yes. But the fact that these kids are playing so hard and so fast, it speaks volumes to what the coaching staff has done in just a short amount of time with Penn State. Okay, here we go. 3rd and goal. I want to show one thing. I want you to watch the corner number 9 right here. I want you to watch how he bails. Again, we're in a 3 deep coverage. Okay, we're in 2 high shell. Watch. They run what's basically a switch route. Okay, they run the one guy inside. This guy runs out, and then he's going to pivot back in. Watch how we play this. Now I want you to see this. Watch 9 bail. Okay, he sees his zone. The guy that comes and attacks his zone, he squats on. But then when that guy starts to pull back, he realizes there's nothing else in his zone. So he comes and he robs this play right here because he knows there's nothing else in his zone. That's just good DB play. All right, let's unpack this. 4th and goal, 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the game. Everybody remembers the play. I want to show you this play from offensive standpoint, defensive standpoint. Number one, this is a five-man pressure, cover 0 with a zone drop. Okay, basically they're going to drop the nose guard. Now, what Wisconsin is trying to do is Wisconsin is trying to get a seam route to their stud tight end over the middle. What their thought process is this: if I squeeze his lineman, that forces this corner to have to play outside. So if I drew a line right here, you can see that corner is playing outside leverage, which means if these guys blitz, that this tight end is going to have a free running seam and have inside leverage. It's cover 0. Now, what I want you to see is I want you to see one thing. It's straight man. Safety sees that the running back is no longer a threat. He sees that he's stepping up and blocking, so he becomes a robber, okay, which means he's going to rob the middle of the field, and he knows right now what they're about to do. Everyone knew it. The telecasters knew it. And all he does is sit and wait and rob this thing. Now, that being said, it's very simple to see. If the running back doesn't stay to block and he leaks out right here, this play doesn't happen. This is probably a touchdown. Safety 16 gets beat over the middle. This is a great play call and a great idea, except I think the situation was if this running back didn't stay in and this safety wasn't as savvy as he was, okay, this play probably would have been a touchdown to the tight end, and we'd have been a different ball game right there.